Girl Before a Mirror tells its story through the prism of abstract shapes, echoing and repeating throughout the canvas. We have a woman or a girl looking into a type of mirror called a psyche. We read this physical reflection simultaneously as self-reflection. The reflection creates symmetrical balance between the left and right sides of the painting. We are looking at both her outer self and her inner self. But each side is not perfectly reflected. Warm colors reflect cool colors. A lighter face reflects a darker, more obscured face. One of the first things that students ask me is if she's pregnant, or is that a tear in the mirror, or are those circles meaningful? But I don't think Picasso is so concerned with explicit meaning, even though the shapes are clearly suggestive. The sort of alternate universe reflected in the mirror may represent the psyche of the woman, her emotional state, or even a representation of her soul. Imagine yourself staring into a mirror. How does one explain that experience? How does one paint that experience? Is it even possible? How does one paint an image of a soul reflected in a mirror? These are not simple, concrete ideas. This is where abstract painting can shine. To describe the intangible, the philosophical, or the metaphysical. Now, we do know that the girl before the mirror is Picasso's mistress at the time, Marie-Thérèse Walter, the subject of many Picasso paintings, including another famous painting titled Rêve, French for the Dream, which sold for $155 million. Girl Before a Mirror would fetch a similar price if it ever went to auction. Picasso met Marie-Thérèse when she was 17 and he was 45 and still married to his wife Olga, making Marie-Thérèse about 22 in this painting. Marie-Thérèse did eventually become pregnant with Picasso's child in 1935. So we could add another layer to this painting, that of voyeurism. As Picasso paints Marie-Thérèse, he is gazing upon his much younger mistress as she gazes, undressed, into a mirror. Maybe she's imagining herself pregnant, or old, or happy, or sad. Maybe Picasso watches her and he imagines that she's pregnant with his child, or he imagines her growing old. Maybe his mind is just wandering. Maybe the painting is suggesting many of these things simultaneously. Whatever it is, the repeating and intersecting curves emphasize the female form, possibly even showing a kind of X-ray view with a shape suggesting a womb. The quality of the work comes from a combination of formal elements, symbolism, and storytelling. Patterns, colors, and shapes unify the painting like a mosaic of jewels. The disproportionate size of her face and midsection emphasize those elements and draw our attention. They make us aware of and sympathetic to the woman's psychological state. The painting is symmetrically balanced, but the two sides are also linked by the woman's arm as she embraces her own reflection. There's a playfulness, boldness, and exuberance to Picasso's style. There's also real content locked inside the puzzle. Abstraction provides Picasso with the freedom to suggest multiple realities, to play with symbols and shapes, and to tell a story not possible through realistic painting or by simply snapping a photograph. Picasso takes this very conventional subject matter, a girl before a mirror, and gives us a complex, meaningful, and innovative image.